Everybody, my name is Sherwin Waldron, but everybody knows me in the entertainment world as Sherwin XL. And actor, comedian, host, musician, recording artist. And I just became a casting director. And I basically started at 7 years old because of my mom. And on the way, met comedian some more, and she told me to go to a gentleman by the name of Angelo Ellerby, who was working with DMX and Bloodline Records, and I went to an acting school. We Sparrow School of Acting, and when I got bored, I did the one thing everybody in New York does, whether they're gonna be excited to do it or scared to do it, and that is to go to the Apollo Theater. And from there, I surprised myself, did a great job, and a person liked what they saw in me on stage and connected me with Michael Jackson's father. Worked with Joe Jackson, and from there, locked in with my mentor. His name was Harris Haith, and he was the author of the book Growing Up Laughing with Eddie Murphy. And from there, met so many people. I met the mentor of my mentor, Bill McCrary, who was a two-time Emmy Award-winning media icon. And I'd like to share some words that they gave me. Harris always told me to continue, anytime anybody meets me, to make it the most pleasant experience that they could ever have in their life. And then some of you are old enough to remember Bill McCrary's commercial that he would always say, and that was, "It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?" Oh, yeah, you know, I heard you. Yeah, so, and last but not least, a gentleman who gave me an award, a citation, because I saved a little 9-year-old girl in the middle of the street in Freeport, Long Island, in front of Donnie McClurkin's church from two men trying to assault and abduct her. Brigadier General George A. Jones, a World War II hero, he told me, and I'm going to tell everybody in here, you are the hope of our community. Each and every one of you, and every one of our honorees. And let me just say this little poem that I had put together for everyone here. Those before me, and yeah, she don't know I do poetry. So here we go, real quick. It's called A Joy to Be Here. With style and elegance, our excellence reigns. We may have struggled at first, and yet we've survived and maintained. We all push through the fire, regardless of all the pain. With or without support, we had laser focused and aimed. From the smallest to the biggest moments, our goals were obtained. We all smile and look back and shed thankful tears simply because it's a joy to be here. It's a poem by your boy, Sherwin XL. Thank you for your time. And let me just say this, last thing that I want to give to you, that I always do in the beginning, but I'll do it in the outro. And this is what I'm always known for in the entertainment industry, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and senior citizens of all ages, I am now, if I ever will be, glorious son, the only one, the ordinary, extraordinary, and the greatest, boom, boom, baby, and along, Sherwin XL. And I want to say thank you, Dr. Reba, love you.
I'm not gonna lie, he really scared me. I didn't know what to
Feel the power.
That's all right. I deal with all walks of life. That was really good, but you woke me up. I'm glad.
Who's that hearing impaired person over there with that loud thing?
Eyes over here.
Oh, I was wondering why I didn't have my brother Britt information up here because they messed up his day. And a lot of y'all wound up with double awards because I don't know whether the people there are in Bikini Bottom, but if I send you a specific name, why would you feel to spell check it? And that was happening a lot. So a lot of y'all wound up with double and triple awards because when I kept calling and say, SpongeBob, can you look at this thing that I sent you? And I'm not joking. I have a man called Beanie Constance the Third. Why did they put 3 L's at the end of his name? The third is not 3L SpongeBob. So that is what I was going through. Y'all have no idea. I spent a lot of time. But my brother's award is not spelled properly. So I'm going to give him the award in his hand and drive it to him. But I want him to come up anyway because I want him to talk about all of the things that he do for suicide prevention. It's a serious thing, and they're not going to talk long because I'm saving the best for last for my crew in the Bronx that think I forgot about them, but I'm saving them for last. Come on, Britt, don't try to sit and act like your legs ain't working. Tell your legs that they walking. Because he's like 7'12", and he has to, I'm trying to figure out, how did he get a cane for a 7'12" person? Oh, it's a funny one. And we both are Aquarius and a little extra. Can't help it. All the extra people hang out together. That's all right. We all on the fun bus.
Thank you to Egypt and to you, my sister. Thank you. I represent an organization that we focus on suicide prevention. I'm a suicide attempt survivor, and for years I realized New York City does not address suicide. So now the Suicide Institute and the Scudder Foundation, we have 4-year-old children who have attempted suicide or talked about wanting to kill themselves. But here in New York City, we don't want to talk about suicide. And so for thousands of people, so when I heard my brother talking earlier, my heart moved because it's good to finally see that we should not be ashamed or afraid to talk about what is plaguing the Black and brown community so much that we're not talking about. It's not only when there's a celebrity, that we hear talk about suicide. But in 2021, we had 2,561 people here in New York City who thought of killing themselves and gave up on life. And thankfully, someone connected them to us where we were able to help them. This is a very serious condition. This is a very serious state that we're in. And New York is called the Big Apple, but unfortunately, inside that apple, there's a lot of worms. It's rotting. So life in New York City is not the greatest for a lot of us. So I work with a lot of families who've lost their children to suicide as a result of bullying. So that's how I ended up meeting Egypt and Reba years ago when they started out that campaign about bullying, is because I was doing a lot of work with families who've lost children and also adults who have also killed themselves as a result of workplace bullying. So to my sister Reba and to Egypt, thank you, and thank you for the recognition. I am truly grateful to know that when we talk about suicide, and you see my pin here, I wear it everywhere I go, they call me the suicide man. All right, I'd rather you know that there is someone talking about it rather than people just killing themselves thinking that no one is talking about it. So again, thank you. I know my 2 minutes are up. I always try to save a little extra.
So here's the correct spelling. They spell it B-R-I on the other one. Yeah, so that's all right. It'll be it.
Thank you.
My honoree, Tanika Malone, is the person that's going to accept the award for her still here? Oh, yeah, you over there. I couldn't even see you. I apologize for the long wait. I'm turning into Sandy the Squirrel right about now. This honoree actually is all the way in Ghana. And she was supposed to be here today. I told you the devil busy, but she did send a representative to accept the award on her behalf. She works with children abroad that have a lot going on. And we complain here in America, but we have SNAP and all these programs. In other countries, they don't have SNAP. They don't have programs to help them. So she started her program to help other girls and boys as well. And she's going to talk a little bit about what she does.
I'm just so grateful to be here and to give an honor to the Most High God who created us all. I'm here because Tanika is not. I met her in Ghana, And I didn't know I was coming to a therapy session. I did not know I was coming to get CEUs. Those are continuing education units, when you get a degree and you want to take a class. All right, but I'm here, and I am grateful to be here. And I would like to thank, I just met Doctor. I just met her today. And I heard about Egypt. I'd heard about Egypt before, but I just met you today, and I am just so grateful to be here. And I met Tanika in Ghana, and I plan to go back. She's there now, and because of flights and all of that, she was not able to make it. I wanted to be here to see her get her award. So my daughter is a plus size, and all the things you talked about, there are scriptures that go along with some of everything that you spoke about. My daughter works with autistic, I say autistic adults now. She used to work with autistic children, but Tanika told me when I was there, she said, your daughter let you come over here and didn't tell you all about all the things that go on in Ghana? I said, yes. She said, let me help you. And that's what she did. And I'm just so grateful for it, for meeting her and knowing you. And I'm just so thankful to be here today. And I like to say, you talked about, the young man just spoke about suicide. I had a sister to slash her wrist, and I was just holding back tears over there. Some of us have shed them since we've been here. Smiles, a lot of clapping. But she passed, she survived breast cancer twice. She took all the COVID shots. But after February 14th, I had a sister to go to her place, and they found her at the bottom of the stairs. She was in her home by herself. So when I told people about it, I said, you know, I told them about Benita, and they said, oh, she was young. She was 56. But I said, God knows what he's doing. So I just thank God for being here today, for knowing you because of Tanika. K. Malone. Thank you so much for allowing me to come and accept this for her. Appreciate you. Thank you. Eventually, yes. But thank you so much. Thank all of the ones that received awards today.
And I just want to thank everybody that actually stayed, because I know people will pick up and leave when they receive their award because they had other places to go, but I want to thank everybody that's still here. So Lorna's going to tell everything that she does in the community. Otherwise, I knew he was coming over there to fix this thing. I was just waiting. You can take the mic.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Thank you for coming out. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. Thank you, Dr. Reba. So a little bit of what I do, I'm like a community leader, community activist, youth developer, mentor, and leader. I'm also, I have my own Universal Queen Management. It's my artist right here. For hip hop.
Yeah.
So, and I also work with the pioneers of hip hop.
There you go.
One of them here, right here, Scooter. We got Lucky Bling in the house. That's Coke LaRock's right man. If y'all don't know who Coke LaRock, he's the first father MC of hip hop.
Amen.
And yeah, that's a little bit I do. But I've been doing this for 30 years. 30 years. I started it,
Okay,
So I started this 30 years ago as a youth counselor and the summer youth program in Camp Sebago. And ever since that, I've been doing with the youth, like I said, 30 years. Maybe 32 years now.
Amen.
32 years.
Yes.
So I thank you, Dr. Reba. I appreciate you. I'm honored. And I am grateful. Oh, so, and a little bit I do too. I had a women's empowerment event. And Dr. Reba had to leave a little early. But she was one of them that got honored. So I didn't get to give her award. So she's going to get her award as well today. So congratulations, Dr. Reba. Well deserved. Yeah. See? We ain't the only ones getting it. We recognize it too.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Well deserved, baby.
And the reason why I didn't receive it is because I did 3 events that day. I literally was in the Bronx the whole day. Bronx used to be my stomping ground back in the days. So he said he know. So everybody got a pass. No, not in the negative. So her artist Lazarus, I'm gonna tell you, we met through actually social media, and we clicked right away because now I don't already tell you.
Fire scooter.
Yes, I rehired him and he keep getting fired. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Lazarus. We talk on the social media, even though he came with the food, but and I want y'all to really take a plate with you before you leave. He came with food, Cuban food. So he's her artist, but I met her years ago not realizing it was one circle. And when you are in the community, you have to check all communities. Because we about to turn the Bronx upside down. There is a lot of negative things that go on here, fix that for me, that in the Bronx with the news shows. What about the people that's doing this? So my goal is to annoy the media, because oh, that's another hat I forgot to tell you. I have an international press pass. So I can legally go into the White House or any building with my press pass. I know y'all probably think I'm crazy, but my father always said, get your credentials in order. Never walk into a building without the right paperwork. So when somebody throw a monkey wrench at you, you prepared. So we about to turn the Bronx up. And there's a lot of unsung heroes there that they both gonna help me put together, because the Bronx is the leading ground for hip hop. And people don't know their history. So here's your award.
All right.
And like I said, this is the highest award you receive. I'll give you your pen, because I'm turning into SpongeBob right about now. And I'm gonna show my award.
You're all right, girl.
Yes.
You deserve it.
Bye. See you later. I won't see y'all till another month.
I got rehired. Amen.
Giving them an award and I'm getting an award.
Well deserved.
Yes. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lazarus. God bless everybody that's here. I'm from the South Bronx. I'm originally from where hip hop started. You know, I'm from Cuban and Puerto Rican descent. I come from a line of family of dons and musicians in the Bronx. My uncle came here, you know, in 1964, before hip hop actually started, and performed in the Tropicana nightclub and united Afro-Congo and Afro-Hispanic music along with hip hop, and got a street renamed after him on Dawson and Kelly. So thank y'all. So you know, there's a big honor for me meeting Dr. Reba through social media and me seeing everything that she does. Away from being a hip hop artist, you know, and being in the music industry, you know, I've ghostwritten for many people. I've worked in my community with a lot of the community leaders, and I have a, you know, a program that we run called, you know, Project Bronx Renewal, where we try to teach, you know, the Bronx kids that you could basically, you know, become an entrepreneur, man or woman, learn how to open up your own business, a bank account, and that you don't have to resort to violence. Because y'all don't know, right now in the Bronx, violence is very, very high, especially where I'm at in the Hunts Point area, in the section of the Bronx. So as a mogul and community person from my neighborhood, I stand up and show the African American and Latino people that we can still do things and that we can still be positive. I'm still active in the community now, and I plan to continue to work with Dr. Reba to shed this light to other people in the Bronx. I'm honored. Thank you, Dr. Reba.